King Mufasa had two sons, Kofi and Jabari. Kofi was the older brother, strong and brave, but he was also selfish and mean. Jabari, the younger brother, was kind-hearted and always thought of others before himself.
Alakaztra Fairy Folktales.
One sunny morning, the kingdom was filled with laughter and joy. The children played near the river, the women sang as they gathered fruits, and the men hunted for food. But suddenly the sky turned dark, and a cold wind blew through the land. A mysterious sorcerer appeared in the sky, riding on a cloud of smoke. He wore a long black robe, and his eyes glowed like fire. "People of Zamunda," the sorcerer shouted, "I have come to claim what is mine. Princess Amina, the daughter of your king's closest friend, will be mine forever." The people gasped in fear. Princess Amina was loved by everyone in the kingdom. She was kind, beautiful, and always helped those in need. Before anyone could stop him, the sorcerer waved his hand, and Princess Amina was lifted into the air. She was taken to an enchanted castle deep in the forbidden forest. The kingdom of Zamunda was filled with sadness. The sorcerer's voice echoed through the land. "Only the bravest and purest of heart can break the curse and save the princess. If no one comes, she will remain trapped forever." King Mufasa called his two sons to the throne room. "My sons," he said, "the kingdom needs heroes. One of you must journey to the enchanted castle and save Princess Amina. But beware, the forest is filled with dangers, and only a true hero can succeed." Kofi, the older brother, stepped forward. "I will go, father," he said proudly. "I am strong and brave. I will save the princess and bring her back to Zamunda." Jabari, the younger brother, also stepped forward. "I will go too, father," he said humbly. "I may not be as strong as Kofi, but I will do my best to help." King Mufasa nodded. "Very well, my sons. You will go together. But remember, the journey will test your hearts as much as your strength." The next morning, Kofi and Jabari set off on their journey. Kofi carried a shiny sword and a shield, while Jabari carried a small bag of food and a wooden staff. As they walked through the savannah, they saw many animals, giraffes, zebras, and elephants, but they also heard strange noises coming from the forbidden forest. When they reached the edge of the forest, an old tortoise appeared. His shell was cracked and he moved slowly. "Who dares to enter the forbidden forest?" the tortoise asked in a raspy voice. Kofi pushed the tortoise aside. "Out of my way, old man. I have no time for you." Jabari stopped and helped the tortoise to his feet. "I'm sorry about my brother," he said kindly. "We are on a mission to save Princess Amina. Can you help us?" The tortoise smiled. "You have a good heart, young one. I will give you some advice. The forest is full of traps and tricks. Trust your instincts and always choose kindness over strength." Kofi rolled his eyes. "We don't need your advice, old tortoise. Let's go, Jabari." As they entered the forest, the brothers faced many challenges. The first trial was a river filled with crocodiles. The only way to cross was to answer a riddle from the Crocodile King. "What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?" the Crocodile King asked. Kofi frowned. "This is a waste of time. I'll just fight my way across." He drew his sword, but the crocodiles surrounded him, snapping their jaws. Jabari thought carefully. "The answer is the letter M," he said. The Crocodile King smiled. "You are correct. You may cross." Kofi grumbled as they crossed the river. "You just got lucky, Jabari." Next they came to a field of thorns. In the middle of the field was a wounded lion cub, crying for help. Kofi ignored the cub and tried to find a way around the thorns. "We don't have time for this," he said. But Jabari couldn't leave the cub in pain. He carefully picked up the cub and carried it through the thorns, even though the thorns scratched his arms and legs. When they reached the other side, the lion cub transformed into a majestic lion. "Thank you for your kindness," the lion said. "I will guide you through the forest and protect you from danger." Kofi was annoyed. "We don't need your help," he said, but Jabari thanked the lion and accepted his offer. As they continued their journey, the lion led them through the darkest parts of the forest. They encountered a giant spider that spun webs as strong as steel. The lion roared, scaring the spider away. They also faced a swamp filled with quicksand, but the lion showed them the safe path to cross. One day, they came across a village of tiny people. The villagers were crying because the giant had stolen their food and water. Kofi wanted to keep going, but Jabari stopped to help. "We can't leave them like this," Jabari said. "We must help them." Kofi sighed. Fine, but hurry up. Jabari and the lion came up with a plan. They tricked the giant into falling into a deep hole, and the villagers cheered with joy. The tiny people gave Jabari a magical flute as a gift. This flute will call for help whenever you need it, they said. Later, they reached a mountain covered in ice. The wind was so cold that it felt like knives on their skin. Kofi wanted to turn back, but Jabari encouraged him. We can't give up now. Princess Amina is counting on us. They climbed the mountain, slipping and sliding on the ice. At the top, they found a magical eagle. The eagle said, I will help you cross the mountain, but you must answer my question. What is the most powerful force in the world? Kofi shouted. Strength! Strength is the most powerful force? The eagle shook its head. Wrong answer. Jabari thought for a moment. Love and kindness are the most powerful forces in the world. The eagle smiled. You are correct. I will carry you across the mountain. Finally, they reached the enchanted castle. It was surrounded by a wall of fire, and the gates were guarded by a giant serpent. The serpent hissed, Only one of you may enter. Choose wisely. Kofi pushed Jabari aside. I will go, he said. I am the stronger brother, and I will be the hero. Jabari nodded. Be careful, brother. Kofi entered the castle and found Princess Amina trapped in a golden cage. But when he tried to open the cage, a voice boomed, Only a pure heart can break the curse. Greed and selfishness will fail. Kofi ignored the voice and tried to break the cage with his sword, but the cage only grew stronger. Frustrated, he shouted, I deserve to be the hero. I am the strongest. Meanwhile, Jabari waited outside. The lion whispered, You must go in. Your brother's heart is not pure. Jabari entered the castle and approached the cage. The voice spoke again. Only a pure heart can break the curse. Are you willing to sacrifice yourself for others? Jabari nodded. I will do anything to save Princess Amina and bring peace to our kingdom. The cage opened and Princess Amina was free. The curse was broken and the castle began to crumble. Kofi, realizing his mistake, ran out of the castle just in time. The brothers returned to Zamunda with Princess Amina. The kingdom celebrated their bravery, but King Mufasa knew the truth. Jabari, he said, your kindness and pure heart saved the princess. You are a true hero. Kofi hung his head in shame. I was selfish and mean. I'm sorry, brother. Jabari smiled. We are a team, Kofi. Together we can be better. From that day on, Kofi learned to be kind and think of others. The kingdom of Zamunda lived in peace, and the brothers became the greatest heroes the savannah had ever known. And so, the story of the cursed princess became a legend, reminding everyone that true strength comes from a pure heart and kindness. The end.